exploring near-death moments, revealing trauma relief and divine connection.
Death, where is thy sting? And that's going to be part of the message, because I want to tell you the 2 times that I remember so far that I did die, and there could be other times, but these are my actual memories. And the first time was whenever I was in a swimming pool. I was 2 years old at that time, and I was taken by a large number of family members to the swimming pool and their friends. And I was in the pool, and I was on the back of the neck of an adult who was walking into the deep end very slowly with me on their neck. And at that time, the person had the intention to drown me in the swimming pool. And I was 2. I would not have known this. And then what I remember is the person who had me on the back of their neck was in way too deep, dropped me. Again, it was a planned event. I sunk to the bottom. And I remember doing that. I remember being at the bottom, and I remember drowning, and I was dead. I remember coming up, and it didn't hurt. There was nothing painful about it. There was nothing shocking. There was nothing scary. It just happened. And then the next thing I knew, I was going up in the air, and I actually looked like a little cherub angel, as a matter of fact. And I started going up, and I was never so happy. And the reason I was happy was I had been so harmed for the first 2. I was trafficked from the time I was born till I was 5 years old. I had been so physically and mentally tortured that to have relief from all that pain was an amazing, amazing thing. I was just never so happy. And I knew where I was going. I was going back to heaven, back to my Father. I knew what heaven was like, and it was an amazing, amazing place. And so I have that memory of it was a mixture. I wasn't flying. It was more like floating, and I was up in the air, and I was up in the sky. And then all of a sudden, there was God. And he said, you have to go back. And I in my little 2-year-old, whatever they would say, was like, I don't want to go back. And he said, you have to go back. And the reason I didn't want to go back was the pain. You will rarely, if ever, hear me call this child sex trafficking, because I am a voice for the voiceless. I'm a voice for the little ones who didn't make it. And I'm a voice for the little girl in me who is strong enough to survive and help other children survive.